So let us see an expression for sonometer wire. Questions are asked on this sonometer wire frequency. Let's see how to calculate this. See, a sonometer basically measures the frequency of a alternating current. Now suppose you have a string, a stretched string of length L. So this is the first harmonic. Alright? So this is node, node to node is lambda by 2, which is equal to L. Lambda is equal to 2L. Okay? Now frequency F is equal to V upon lambda. It is V upon 2L. But what is V? V is for a what kind of wave is this? Transverse wave. So V root over T upon mu is the formula to find out the velocity of the string. Now what is this mu? Mu is mass by length, right? Mass by length. Total mass by total length. M upon L, let us say. Now let us try to bring in density into this. So density is equal to mass by volume. So mass is equal to density into volume, right? So if you take a wire, this is a wire, a thin wire. If you see the cross section, if you kind of cut here, you just cut it, you will see a circle, right? This is the wire length and this is a circle. So how do you get the volume of the wire? Area of cross section multiplied by the length. So let us write that. So let us say area of cross section, the radius of the wire is r, so it is pi r square into length. It's like a cylinder, a thin cylinder, very thin cylinder. Pi r square L into, this is volume, into rho. This is your mass. So your mu becomes pi r square L rho by L. L cancel. You are left with pi r square rho. So V is equal to, just put over here, it is T divided by pi r square rho. Okay. Let us introduce this into this. So F is equal to finally 1 upon 2L. You can see it is r square. So root over r square will be r. It is T upon rho pi. So this is the expression to calculate the sonometer wire frequency. So see, there is a question on sonometer. Just now he is asking you in that a sonometer wire consists of two wires, but two wires of different lengths, different densities and different radii. So you have to find out what is the ratio of the tensions. So the frequency is given by, we have just seen, 1 by 2 Lr into root over T divided by pi rho, right? This is what we have seen. So we can see here that you are finding the ratio of the tensions. Okay. So bring all those terms this side. You will get what? You get T is proportional to, it is n square pi rho, right, into n square r square. Okay. I am writing the proportionality part, I have taken everything this side. So the T, you have to square it, okay. If you write this, n square is equal to 4L square r square into T divided by pi rho, okay. So we have written this, n square into L square r square pi rho. So we want here ratio of tensions, we want here T1 by T2 is equal to, the frequencies are equal, so n is same, okay. So you can ignore that, pi is a constant, ignore that. So it is rho 1 by rho 2 multiplied by L1 by L2 whole square into R1 by R2 whole square. So T1 by T2 will be equal to rho 1 by rho 2. Because we are taking only ratios, so here unit doesn't matter. So it is 5 divided by 8 multiplied by L1 by L2. So what are the lengths? Because we are taking ratios, that can be in meter, this can be in CGS unit. So rho 1 by rho L1 by L2 is 1.5 by 1 whole square multiplied by R1 by R2. The ratios of the radii are 4:3. So 4 by 3 whole square. Okay. So it is 5 by 8. What is 1.5? It is 3 by 2. So it is 9 by 4 multiplied by 4 by 3 whole square. It is 16 by 9. So 9 cancel. 4 4s are. This is 2 times. It is 5 divided by 2 or 5:2. Okay. So T1 by T2 is 5:2. Option 2 is the right answer. So the same equation for the sonometer, it is 1 upon 2L root over T upon mu, right? So mu was mass per length and mass is rho multiplied by volume divided by length. This can also be written as, volume can be written as area multiplied by length. So this is gone rho A. So mu is rho A. So you can write this as 1 by 2L T upon rho A. This is also one more way of writing the same expression. Let us see this question. Transverse waves are generated in two uniform wires A and B of the same material by attaching their free ends to a vibrating source of frequency 200 Hz. The area of cross section of A is half that of B, while tension in A is twice that of B, the ratio of the wavelengths of the transverse wave. So what is the general equation for wave? Velocity and lambda, where N is the frequency. But velocity is also given by root over T by mu, and just now we have seen that this can be written as T upon rho multiplied by, this we have seen, it is rho multiplied by A, right? Rho multiplied by A. Mu is equal to M by L now. So this is rho into area into length by length. Alright? So we can equate this and this. So what we are getting here? So same frequency. So lambda is proportional to T upon same material. So T upon A. Okay? And you can equate this now. And lambda is equal to root over T by rho A. See, when two things are compared, you should always see the proportionality. Here N is same, here rho is same. So lambda will be proportional to T upon A. So we can write lambda A by lambda B is equal to TA divided by TB into area of B by area of A. Now look at the question. The area of cross section of A is half that of B. The area of cross section of A is half that of B. That means TA is TB by 2. So this term, what it will become? So TA is equal to TB by 2. So this will become 1 by 2 multiplied by, and what else condition is given? The area of A is half that of B. So I have written tension here. Area of A is half that of B. So AA by AB will be 1 by 2. So this AA by AB will be 1 by 2. Here it is AB by AA, it will be 2 times. Alright. And what else is given? Tension ratios is given, I think. No? Area of cross section is half that of B, while tension of A is twice that of B. Tension of A is twice that of B. So TA by TB is equal to 2. So TA by TB is equal to 2. So it is 2 into 2 root over 4, which is 2. So lambda A by lambda B will be 2 divided by 1, or 2:1. Any option? Option 4. Next question. The equation of a wave pulse is given by y is equal to 0.8 divided by 4x plus 5t plus 4. Wave equation is given. The amplitude and velocity of the pulse are. You have to find the amplitude and the velocity. So we have discussed this point that y of a wave can be expressed in the format of y of f of ax plus bt, function of ax plus bt, or x plus v we have discussed. This is basically this format only. Now here the coefficient of x and coefficient of t, if both are same, then the wave is in minus x direction. Now look at this equation. The coefficient of x is 4, the coefficient of y is t is 5. Both are positive. When both are same means plus 4 plus 5. Suppose it was minus 4 minus 5, then also the direction will be this. Okay, it will be towards minus x axis. So this positive x axis, positive x axis, you can straight away ignore. Now we have to find the amplitude and velocity. How do you get the velocity? You have to take coefficient of t, magnitude of coefficient of t divided by coefficient of x. This is the formula to find out the speed of the wave. So coefficient of t is 5 divided by coefficient of x is 4. So it is 1.25 units. Okay. So that's also fine. Now you have to find out the amplitude. What is the definition of amplitude? When y becomes y max, this is called amplitude, right? So when y will be y max, see, when you put x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, what will happen? You are reducing the denominator. So y will increase. So y will be equal to, y max will be equal to 0.8 divided by, put x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, get 4. So it is 0.2 units. Okay. So 0.2 units, 1.5 to 25 units is the velocity minus negative axis. Option 1 is the right answer. Next, the frequency of a tuning fork is 256 Hz. The velocity of sound in air is 344 meters per second. The distance travelled in meters by the sound during the time in which the tuning fork completes 32 vibrations is. Although we have not discussed the speed of sound in the class, that I told you that I will take up later, but this is not exactly a question on those concepts. See, tell me, this is one cycle. So the wave travels from this point to this point. This is next cycle. Now the wave is started here, is now here, right? So this is one cycle, one vibration. This is two vibration. So if I call this x, can I write x is equal to n? What is this? N lambda, right? From here to here it is one cycle, right? Sorry, from here to here. So both points are in same phase. This is also starting, this is also starting. Okay, so x is equal to n lambda. Now, so here we have to find out, he has given you the speed. So x is equal to n lambda, that means n into v by frequency. What is lambda? It is speed by frequency. So we have to find out that x value. So x is equal to, so the distance travelled in meters by the sound during the time in which the fork is making 32 vibrations. So n is the number of vibrations, which is given as 32. The speed is given as 344 and the frequency is 256 Hz. Right? So this is 4, 6, 14, again 4, 16 by 4. So this is 4 8s and 24, 6. So 32, 64. This is 2 times. This is 43 times. Option B is the right answer.